Hello, welcome back to the channel. Let us continue with symmetry elements, and in this video we shall see inversion center and identity in a quick manner. So I have covered all other symmetry elements in previous videos. If you have not watched, please do watch them. Okay, let's continue with this inversion center. Fourth symmetry element that I have considered to be inversion center, which is represented by I. So in fact, again, this is a imaginary center which can be imagined inside the molecule, and on this inversion center what we can do is we can just exchange all the atoms which are present in opposite direction. With reference to this point, the atoms which are present in opposite direction, they can be exchanged, and such a point which can be imagined in the molecule, that will be called as the symmetry element inversion center. Let's see it with an example. So this is benzene. Of course, double bonds and hydrogen atoms have not shown, just for the sake of clarity. Now here we can imagine a center. This center, it will be functioning as inversion center for benzene molecule. Now with reference to this center, what we can do is, in opposite direction, whatever atoms are there, all those atoms, they can be exchanged. Say after the operation, in this case operation, it will be movement of each and every point which is on the either sides of this point. So those things, they will be exchanged. For example, see, after the operation, after performing this operation on symmetry element I, this atom 5, carbon atom, and of course definitely the other associated hydrogen, both of them, they move to this position that you can see here. 5 and 2, they have exchanged. Similarly, 6 and 3, they get exchanged. 6 and 3, they have got exchanged here. Similarly, 1 and 4, even they have been exchanged. So each and every point in opposite direction, whatever we find, they get exchanged upon performing this operation. Let's see this in a video, but before that, one more example so that this point will be clear to us. We can consider this molecule. So this is dichlorodibromethane. And now if you see here, just for the sake of clarity, the carbon atom, it can be considered to be C1, and associated chlorine atom and Br atoms, they are also named. Say here it is Cl1, and the other one, it is named to be Cl2, and here this should have been Br1, and this is Br1, and this is Br2. So this is Br1. Okay, and similarly this is the next one is hydrogen atom, which is H1 and H2. Now after performing this operation, definitely we can imagine, so this is in Sohor's projection, right? So now this atom, it goes in exactly opposite direction, so here it takes the new position, and this atom, it comes to this position. Similarly, this Br, it goes in exactly opposite direction, right, and it takes this position. Similarly, Cl, it goes in opposite direction, and the resultant outcome, it is this molecule. Just see, Br1, which was here, it has gone here now, right, and here also it should have been Br1. So let me make that correction. So this should have been Br1, and Br2, which was originally here, that has come to this position. So like this, exactly in opposite direction, each and every atom it moves, and if we find say such a orientation, in that case we say that the molecule, it possesses inversion center I. Okay, now we shall see both this inversion center operation, how it can be performed on these molecules in 3 dimension. See, this is the inversion center in case of benzene molecule. Now from this point, or from this inversion center, each and every atom, it can be inverted. So inversion, in fact, it refers to, say, if coordinates of this atom, they are x, y, and z, after performing the operation, it will change to minus x, minus y, minus z. So each and every point in the molecule, it goes in exactly opposite direction in all 3 dimensions. That is the operation. So let me show that operation now. So same thing, it can be shown from some other angle too. So this molecule being planar, it can be easily understood. So 3rd dimension, it is not necessary in this case, but even in case of the molecules where 3rd dimension is required, there you can see that exactly each and every point, it moves in opposite direction. Okay, let's see inversion center and inversion operation on this molecule. This is dichloro dibromoethane. Inversion center, this is not to be confused with the atom. So this is just indication of inversion center. So with respect to this, each and every atom, it gets inverted. Hydrogen, this hydrogen, it goes in exactly three-dimensionally opposite direction. Similarly this atom, and even these three atoms too. You can see that operation. See, each and every atom, it goes in opposite direction in all three dimensions. And in fact, for this molecule, we don't have anything else than this element. Of course, identity is there. So along with identity, nothing else is there for this molecule. So what is that identity operation? We shall see that in the next slide. Last symmetry operation, it is identity. In fact, it is do nothing operation, but when we enter into group theory, presence of this element, it becomes very important, and therefore we should understand this identity element, which is represented by E, and it is do nothing operation, as I have said. So nothing will be done on the molecule, or if nothing will be done, that is to be said in other way. It can be even said that it's 360-degree rotation. So if we perform, or if we do this 360-degree rotation on any molecule for that matter, so it will give you equivalent orientation. I'm using the term carefully. So not indistinguishable or not say identical orientation, equivalent. Say after 360-degree rotation, if this H atom, if it is present here in on any axis for that matter, this molecule, it can be rotated. After rotating the molecule on that axis for 360-degree rotation, this hydrogen atom exactly takes the same position. So we can say that either it is do nothing, or even it can be said as 360-degree rotation. So therefore this operation, you can consider it to be identity. In fact, it can be performed on any molecule. This example, whatever I have cited here, for this you don't find any other symmetry elements. Any other symmetry operations are not possible except this identity E. Such a molecule is this, and this can be easily understood, and that is the operation, identity operation. Hope this video, it has given you a brief idea about what is inversion center and what is identity. And if you have liked this video, you can give like, and you can share this video with your friends. For new videos and their notifications, you can subscribe the channel, and you can press the bell icon. And thank you for watching this video.